Grand Rising, peoples. Grand Rising. This morning. Go down here and get a shot of the sunrise this morning. The great sunrise. The plane, y'all. Think we can zoom in on it? If I can focus in on it. Where is that? There you go. Went over the bridge on us. Yeah. We out and about, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Rise and shine. It's a beautiful day. Well, it's gonna be a beautiful day today. Shout out to Union. They won their game last night down here at Subaru Park. You know what I'm saying? They won their game last night down here at Subaru Park. Grand Rising, beloved. We going down here to the podium, and we're gonna get some more video of the great sun rising this morning. Reason why I had to take it down on my last video, I had music playing. You know, you get that copyright. So if you think about getting monetized, they ain't gonna monetize you because you got a lot of copyright videos on your channel. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta clean your channel up. That's what I end up doing, y'all. I end up cleaning my channel up. So some videos that y'all used to see, y'all probably don't see. If it had music playing in there in the background, yeah, y'all, I deleted those videos. You know what I'm saying? Trying to follow YouTube guidelines, you know what I'm saying? Trying to follow YouTube guidelines. On my other channel, I got hit with a strike, y'all, so I can't upload no videos for a week. You know what I mean? It's the game. It's the YouTube policies, you know what I'm saying? That if you don't follow, or if somebody, you know what I mean, if you're sharing somebody else's video without their permission or knowledge, or not sharing their channel, they'll strike you there, you know what I mean? They most definitely a strike you. I got striked, y'all, by your boy from Florida when I was sharing that video when he was on the beach. So I said, you know what? I said, he right. That is his content. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, when I upload my videos, y'all, I ain't on no bullshit like that. Like, I ain't on no weak ass shit like that. Because if a motherfucker sharing your video, right? If a motherfucker sharing your video, of course he gonna acknowledge your channel. That's free promotion. You know what I'm saying? That's free promotion. Like I said, I don't get down like that, man. That's some old sucker MC shit. Where a motherfucker flag your video. Because you sharing their video. They like, shit. But you got more views than the person that's sharing it. Why are you upset? You know what I'm saying? But that's the game, y'all. That's the YouTube game. That's why you got to read the YouTube guidelines. You know what I mean? Yeah. But we down here at the podium, y'all. Remember, I told y'all I'm going to tell y'all about my boxing experience. You know what I mean? That's what we gonna talk about, my boxing experience and shit. When I first put on the gloves, laced them up. Look at the sunrise. Grand Rising, beloved. Grand Rise. I couldn't, man, I'm trying to catch sunrise with just the top of the head showing though. You know what I mean? Just the top of the dome showing. The George Jefferson look before he come all the way up. You know what I'm saying? But I think the sunrise like 6:17, something like that. My fucked up phone, cracked all up. Somebody shit fucked up. We set up the tripod. Set him up, y'all. Shoot that thing down there. I don't want this thing looking like the phone look that we just seen. There you go, nice shot. Great rising, sun rock. Zoom in a little bit for y'all. Come on, baby. There we go. Why that do that? Why that do the do? Ooh. See that? Something where I said, hold on, let me give y'all some shade. Great grand rising, beloved. All praises to sunrise this morning on this good sun. You see that fish just jump out the water? Wow. Fish just jumped out the water. Let's see if I can commit it like that for y'all. There y'all go. Perfect shot. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. First time lacing up some gloves. Actually performing, getting in the ring was in 92. 1992, they had some fights over at Showwater. It's known as STEM Academy now. First fights that came to Chester was over at Showwater Middle School back in 92. I wasn't even on the card that night. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even on the card that night. And like I said, my grandfather, the late Johnny Cakes, Ashe King, Ashe to the late Johnny Cakes, was not only my trainer, that was my grandfather. So I had a basic understanding of the boxing game, if y'all know what I mean, right? So, you know, the gym was packed. Winter's Boxing Gym on 3rd and Yarnell was packed. The news came down, interviewed a couple fighters. I missed all that. People was in the paper. You know what I mean? Back then, we ain't had a social media thing to promote. You know what I'm saying? So everything was from the motherfucking ground, right? And, man, Winter's Boxing Gym used to always be packed with fighters, you know what I mean? As you would say, for those who don't know, they call them gym fighters. You ever heard of a gym fighter? Well, if you didn't, a gym fighter is a motherfucker that only look good in the gym. He trained, you'll think he a top-notch boxer. He's a gym trainer. But when it comes to a match or boxing, nowhere to be found. Crickets. So meanwhile, in between time, everybody promoting channel, I think it was channel 6 or 10 back then that came to Winter's Boxing Gym. You know, everybody had little articles and clippings. But then when it was time to fight and lace them up, it was only a handful of people that showed up, y'all. It was only maybe like 6, 7 people showed up. Out of 15 to 20 motherfuckers that was saying the night before, I'll be there the next day. Crickets, right? So I wasn't even on the card. So when I showed up, me and my homie showed up at the fight, I came to enjoy myself, you feel me? So my grandpop, I went over and acknowledged my grandpop, like, you know what I mean, you good, everything all right? He like, nah. I'm like, what? He like, a couple people, as you can see, ain't show up. You know what I'm saying? He said, what you doing? I said, well, I came to enjoy the fight. I said, but what? What, you want me to lace it up? He said, you ready? I said, damn right. I said, I'll be back. I gotta go get my gears at the crib. Because I ain't come prepared. Because I came as an audience. You know what I'm saying? A spectator. I came as a spectator. Boom, I tell my friends and shit, they like, damn, for real, word? I said, yeah. They like, nigga, you ain't coming back. I'm smiling, we smiling. I said, shit, I'll be back. I left. I'm in the car. Ain't that many people there. The time I left and came back with my gear, that shit was packed. It's packed out in front of Showwater, right? So I'm like, damn. I'm looking, I'm like, oh shit. I made up Dolo Mandolo. So my homies, they inside waiting for me to come back. They like, shit, my man on the motherfucking card now, right? So boom. I'm in the motherfucking car, I pulled up. I said, God damn. I'm about to do a motherfucking MIA move on them. But I said, you know what? Ain't even in my category and heart to abandon my peoples like that. You feel me? So boom, I go in. My homies, I look up, they see me, they all got smiles on their faces and shit. It's packed in this motherfucker, y'all. Whoever was at that Showwater fight in 92 know exactly what I'm talking about. As they say, niggas draw heat, you feel me? It was hot up in that joint. So boom. Grand Pop like, all right, go in the locker, you know what I mean? Suit up, lace up, boom, all right. So for those who don't know about boxing and amateur boxing, everybody is in intake. I'm gonna give it to you that way. Everybody in intake. You don't know who you fighting yet. There's trainers and fighters inside intake. So how you set your bout up is you step to a trainer. If you think you see a fighter that looks about your same weight, you step to his trainer and like, look, my man weigh this. He had these many fights, you know what I mean? He either novice or he open class. Novice is you're a beginner amateur. Open class mean you've been doing your goddamn thing, you feel me? So at that point, I'm novice because like I said, that was my first match. You feel me? So, boom. They line me up with some dude, he like Spanish, black, Spanish, white dude from Redden. Some shit like from Redden, I believe. Boom. Suit up. Come out. It's packed. Motherfuckers know me from the city. Motherfuckers yelling, you know what I mean? Man, I got up in that motherfucker and did the thing, you heard? Because I wasn't there bullshitting, y'all. I was there on some, let me handle business and then enjoy the fruits after the fight, you feel me? So, like, yeah, my first fight, I handled business over at Showwater in 92. And the rest was history, ladies and gentlemen. The rest was history after that. You feel me? Because I believe dude was open class. I was novice. I fought an open class. Every fight, and if you're an amateur fighter, you know what I'm talking about. When you go to them fights, man, it's either yeah or nay. You feel me? And it's up to you, all the training you've been doing. Are you just going to say nay and walk away from the situation? Or are you going to say, fuck it, let's get it? You feel me? And that's the attitude I had took, y'all. You know what I mean? Why train and get there and be like, oh, nah, I ain't fighting him. He open class. He had over 50, 60 fights. Nah, I ain't, man, fuck that. We going to get it in, motherfucker. You a man just like I'm a man. You know what I mean? So, boom, that's how that go. And when you enter tournaments like Golden Gloves, Silver Glove tournaments and things of that nature, and you got hair on your face like a beard or something like that, you got to shave. I remember I entered this one Golden Glove tournament in Upper Darby. I told y'all about that. Rest in peace, Andy Carr, at the PAL Center, Police Athletic Center. You know what I'm saying, in Upper Darby. Andy Carr, rest in peace. They had a Golden Glove tournament up at his jump. I think that was in 96, 97. You know what I mean? I entered that joint. Like I said, I had hair and shit on my face. They like, yo, y'all got shaved. I'm like, huh? What do you mean we got shaved? But it's like, you train, but you gonna let the beard stop you from, you know what I mean, pursuing your career? So shit, the beard had to go, you feel me? I entered the Golden Glove tournament, you know what I mean? I think I made it all the way up until like, I ain't even winning. I ain't gonna even sit here and fucking lie and shit. I think I lost my, I think like fifth, sixth belt in the tournament and shit. It was all good though. It was my first experience, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get losses on your record. You know what I mean? You got to get a blemish so you can learn from that blemish. You feel me? Ain't nobody perfect, coming out perfect and shit. Even Mike Tyson took losses before he even was exposed to the TV world and sparring. You know what I mean? It was other boxers that dropped him. You know what I mean? Other boxers' styles was better than his, but he had the connection, so they focused more on Mike Tyson. Goes back to what I said yesterday. You need connections in any sports you do. Baseball, football, basketball, soccer, hockey. You need the connections. If you don't got the connections, it's just wasted talent. But anyway, like I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, the rest was history. You know what I mean? My amateur career, I ended up being like, I think I was like 28 and 11, some shit like that. 28 and 11 in my amateur career. Like I said, I had losses, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna tell you about one of the losses I had, right? Because they always, like I said, you getting put in novice, open class. A motherfucker might got your weight, but he been in the game for a minute, so he's solid, but y'all the same weight. So when motherfuckers looking, they like, damn, this a mismatch. You feel me? I had a fight up in, I think they had a fight in West Philly, outside at the YMCA, right? It was up around 54, 56, in between them. It was in between there. They had shit set up outside. Shit was nice. That's the day I met Zab Judith, right? I thought they was gonna line me up with Zab and shit, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't. I think he was lighter anyway, so boom. We up this motherfucker. Now, back in 92, whoever from Chester know about the heavyweight fight that went on inside Showater, right? Like I said, I don't like dropping people, governments on here, but those from Chester know about that heavyweight fight over Showater in 92. My man was from the LV, right? Y'all know who I'm talking about. I ain't putting this government on here. But he was from the LV. He was stocky like Tyson, short and everything. Well, he had a match in 92. He showed up too. And he fought this dude from Camden, right? Another heavyweight. For those who follow me on this channel should know what I'm talking about. This B keep fucking with me, y'all. So, my man from the LV, heavyweight, built like Tyson, fought this boy from Camden. They got it in. That boy from Camden, that motherfucker came through. He lost the decision. Man, that motherfucker got out the ring, started throwing chairs and everything around. Motherfucker was about to whip his ass and shit, y'all. He ain't know where he was at. He might have been from Camden, but at that point, you was in Chester. And like I said, Chester come together, y'all, when it come to some bullshit like that. 'Cause this motherfucker started throwing chairs and all that shit. So, boom. Anyway, back to up Philly, up in West Philly at the YMCA, up on West Philly, up around 50, between 53rd and 56th, 57th. They had some fights outside, so the bull, the heavyweight, showed up. And at the time, he was with his mans. Another motherfucker looked just like him, but he was lighter in weight, you feel me? Boom. Man, we lining up. Y'all know the trainer, then it said his name. I can say the trainer name, because I said my grandpa shit. So, y'all know Artie Artwell, right? Artie Artwell was a trainer, too, in Chester. Shout out to Artie Artwell. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Artie Artwell. So we goes up on the strength. This like 2-3 weeks after the Showater fight. So Artie Artwell wasn't my trainer, but, you know, he was rolling with my grandpa at the time. And when we got up there, none of his fighters showed up. So, boom. I'm there to fight this time, you feel me? So, we get in the locker and shit. Like I said, we get in the intake. You got your trainers and fighters in there. I'm thinking they about to line me up with a motherfucker that's straight in my weight class. We identically the same. We the same. I'm like, okay, I can go with that. They pass him up. They turns the fight down. They like, nah, we don't want to fight him. Like their trainer was like, nah, we don't want to fight him. So they like, nah, he don't want to fight you and shit. So I'm like, damn. So it was another dude, the boy brother. Come to find out, it's the dude brother I was telling y'all about, the one that fought our heavyweight from the LV. His brother was there, so boom. I'm like, yo, I said, damn, this motherfucker, we can't be the same weight. You feel me? We can't be the same weight. I said, but fuck it, I ain't up here for nothing. You feel me? At that point, I'm at like I'm fighting at like 38 and a half, 139, some shit like that. They trying to tell me, dude, 139, 142. I'm like, that's bullshit. Dude, like 160, 170. Fuck it. Line it up, set it up. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I ain't here for nothing. Fuck it. I ain't turning shit down. They set it up, they line it up. Boom. Man, as we come down the motherfucking ring, the crowd already see it. Grand Rising, beloved. That was a nice shot. Let me zoom back. The crowd already seen it too. The crowd, like, as I'm coming down and he coming down, they like, man, it's a mismatch. Crowd start yelling, mismatch, mismatch. I mean, motherfuckers looking like, yo, you banging. Dude, nice, y'all, from Camden. Y'all know Jersey motherfuckers in Camden, they get it in too, y'all. They get it the fuck in too. So, boom, dude ain't no lame. Dude cut the fuck up, y'all. This motherfucker cut the fuck up. He work out. He lift weights and all that shit. I ain't touch no weights. You feel me? I ain't touch no weights. I'm straight training boxing, right? So, boom. Man, they yelling Mitch Max. We get in the joint. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to have to hit this motherfucker with everything in the fucking kitchen. You heard? Round one come out. Bang. First thing dawned on me was Rocky 3 when he fought Clover Lane, bitch. When, the old head passed away, right? What Balboa do in that first round when he came out with Clover Lane, y'all? Clover Lane. Man, he started giving that motherfucker everything in the kitchen. You heard? And the same shit I did. I took a script from Balboa. I hit that motherfucker with everything in the kitchen, right? This motherfucker was still standing there, y'all. Yo. I said, oh, shit. Now, the fish just jumped out the water, too, y'all. So I see why they fish right here. This is a nice spot here, y'all. Especially in the morning. I'm saying fish jump all out the water. Y'all heard that? So, boom. Plan two. Plan two, pull your bike out. Plan two, pull your bike out, bitch. I got the bike out. I'm tying this motherfucker up. Seeing amateur fighting. You can't be tying motherfuckers up like you see a professional tie somebody up. You can't do that in an amateur because they counting them points. You feel me? You keep tying up, you can get disqualified. You heard? So I was on the urge of getting disqualified at that point. Come in. This motherfucker coming like Clover Lane, y'all. Ah! So what the fuck is this motherfucker on? You heard? The fuck is this motherfucker on? We in the middle of the ring, y'all. No bullshit. I tied this motherfucker up in the middle of the ring. He got tired of me tying him up. This motherfucker picked me up from the middle of the ring. Listen. Picked me up from the middle of the ring and threw me to the corner, right? Some Balboa and Rocky or some Clover Lane shit for real, right? Boom, I hit the motherfucking corner, boom. Here he come, full throttle. Rah, like a fucking, like Clover Lane, that shit, right? I was able to tie that motherfucker up again. Ref said, one more tie up, I'm disqualified. So I said, shit, I ain't get knocked the fuck out here. I ain't come here to get knocked out and embarrassed, goddammit. Motherfucker came again with that shit. Shit, I tied that motherfucker up, ref stopped it. And motherfuckers, when I got out the ring, motherfuckers was like, I know that's right. That was a mismatch. It was all good though, you know what I mean? No excuses. It was another experience that I learned, you know what I'm saying? Like you learn these experiences. When you lose, you're supposed to learn from your loss, you feel me? Well, that's what I was doing. Like I said, y'all, it was all love when I was doing this shit. Amateur fighting, I love that shit. I never turned pro though. I was on the urge of turning pro when I went to Joe Frazier, and I did the video yesterday about that. with that situation, and then I end up going to Upper Darby, Andy Carr joint at the POW Center, the Police Athletic League. You know what I mean? And like I said, Ivan Robinson, I met Ivan Robinson, his brother, Bernard Hopkins' nephew, Demetrius Hopkins, that's his name, Demetrius Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can look it all up, it's all facts. I stayed up there for about a year and some change. You know what I mean? Had a couple more amateur fights and shit. Was thinking about turning pro. And, you know, I just ain't had the connections, y'all. And I lost faith in it, though, when my grandpa passed away, you feel me? I lost a lot of faith in that shit. To this day, I don't even watch boxing, y'all. You know what I mean? I used to love boxing. I used to record Tuesday night fights and shit. We gonna get the moving, y'all. I used to record Grand Rising, beloved. Grand Rising. I used to record Tuesday night fights and shit. Shout out to Rock P. I had a video, Tuesday night fights. Rock P fought Omar Sheikah. Whoever know who Omar Sheikah is, I think he was from Paterson, New Jersey. I had caught that fight one day when Rock P fought Omar Sheikah. Omar Sheikah was a contender out there, but Rock P was nice, y'all. I can say that. And we had a lot of good fighters in Chester, y'all. You know, you got the Johnny Slow, couple people. You know what I'm saying? It was nice. It was nice, y'all. But I always was wondering, did Johnny Slow and Rock P did they ever get in the ring? That would have been a nice one, a nice local city joint. And like I said, I know both them fighters, right? I know both them fighters well. And I trained with, after I left Upper Darby, the POW Center, right? I had linked up back to the city, and I hooked up with Starkey, Rock P trainer, right? So I trained with Rock P for a little bit, not a lot. Did we spar? Yeah, we sparred. But the ring over there, at that gym over there, and y'all know what I'm talking about, that gym over there, the East Side gym, that bitch was small as a motherfucker. That wasn't even a ring. That shit was more like a kennel. You heard? So, yeah, I did some sparring with Rock P and shit before. Rock P nice, man. I ain't taking nothing from that brother. You know how some people come up here and try to slander or put some shame on the motherfucking name and shit. Nah, I ain't got nothing but love for Rock P. You heard? Nothing but love for Rock P. Look at the squirrel. Squirrel, I'm right here, man. Get that grub to smoke. So I got nothing but love for Rock P. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't smear that man's name. I worked out with that man. That's the only man I seen with a weight vest. A weight vest on. Fucking ankle weights. Jump, skipping rope. Not missing a beat. Fast as a motherfucker. For rounds. I said, God damn. Rock P? You stay seeing Rock P running through the city. Stayed seeing Rock P run through the city. Yeah, Rock P has some connections, man, but he could have beat that fight with Omar Sheikah, man. You know what I'm saying? He could have beat that fight, man. Think he lost by a decision, but in my eyes, he won. You feel me? Shit, he won that joint. But he could have did more, though. But, you know, styles make fights. Y'all know that. Styles make fights. Like, if you ain't got no style, if you got a style, and the person you fighting ain't got no style, it's gonna be a boring-ass fight. Styles make fights, y'all. Remember that. Styles make fights. So, yeah, if Rock P and Slow, Johnny Slow did mix it up, I ain't getting none of that. I ain't getting none of that. But who would I been rolling with on that one? I would have to stay neutral on that one. Like I said, I know both of them very well. I ain't gonna take no sides on that one. But just know I would be in the building for that. If they would have ever had got it on, I would have been in the building for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And another great fighter that y'all don't even know, that was a motherfucking beast. It's gonna blow y'all mind. It's gonna blow y'all mind. And look, Jimmy Nolan. Whoever know Jimmy Nolan, listen to me. Jimmy Nolan was a beast. Yo, Jimmy, shout out to Jimmy Nolan, man. Jimmy Nolan came from out of Johnny Cake's jump. Asked him. Asked him about the late Johnny Cakes, man. But Jimmy Nolan, for those who don't know who Jimmy Nolan is, it's gonna blow your mind when I tell you who Jimmy Nolan is. But Jimmy Nolan was a beast. He showed up. I think he showed up at the fight. Yeah, he showed up. That's right. You know what I mean? At that time, Jimmy Nolan, man, he was about his business. He ain't fuck with nobody. He came to do what he was supposed to do and get the fuck out. And guess what? What they say about them quad type of people. You gotta watch them, y'all. You gotta watch them. And Jimmy Nolan, best to believe, can get a motherfucker off his ass. And that's a 100% fact. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. I witnessed Jimmy Nolan in action. You know what I mean? Sparring, bouts, and everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a witness to Jimmy Nolan training, his style and all that shit, man. He came from my grandpop gym, man. I know a lot of them guys, man. Like Pa.